What's going on, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another live stream. And we got some things to talk about. We got a few things to discuss because I cannot remember the last time I got so many freaking tweets and messages about something. My God, last night I was live streaming and I was just, people were bombarding me with super chats like, have you heard about Fandango? Have you heard about them silencing us? They are not letting us buy tickets to Alita. And I'm like, okay, that sounds crazy. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So it's not that far-fetched, to be honest, with all the other stuff that's going on. But I need to look into this because I think this, like the point I made, Odin, and we have Odin joining us, by the way. He did a fantastic video. The point I made was, like, okay, you have to understand things in context. And before we keep going, let me actually share this on Twitter because, you know, nobody gets notifications anymore.
Yeah,
before we get rolling. And then we will go. All right. We're live. Boom, boom. Okay, so the point I was making last night was we need to really kind of take a step back because, like, think about this, okay? When you buy a new car, okay, and then you start seeing that same car on the street, you're like, holy shit, man, there's so many people have this car. That's amazing. They always had that car. You're just looking at things from a different perspective now, so you have a different worldview because you're driving that car. Every time a big movie comes out, we're never looking to go see a movie that's been out for 3 weeks. We're always ready to go see that movie. You know, Infinity War's coming out. We're not looking to go see Ernest Saves Christmas. You know, we're looking to go see Infinity War. Now, this is a whole different dynamic. This is a blockbuster movie coming out, Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now we're so angry at the marketing. We're looking to go see another movie that came out several weeks ago in a rebellion sense to support the fact that we're you know, standing against Captain Marvel. And that's fine. I support that. That's what I'm going to be doing. But when I was asked about it, I'm like, are we sure movie theaters don't do this? Because basically they have to wait and see how many pre-sales tickets they're going to have for the big tentpole movie before they can schedule times for the movies that's been out for several weeks. That was my point. Now we have Odin here who has experience in this. So Odin, the floor is yours, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me. It's always great to be back on the Geeks and Gamers channel. And so a little bit of background on me. I used to work at a movie theater. I worked as a supervisor where I also specialized in marketing. I was actually also the guy that when the schedule was finally finalized, I was the one that actually put the damn playlist together. So I was the one that was putting the trailers and all that stuff like in line and everything. So I know the movie theater industry quite intimately in that way. So I also, because of that, had access to insider, you know, internal emails, which included the emails that we would get from what we call bookers. And so basically this is how everything works. When a movie is about to be released, a major release is about to happen, normally the studios will work something out, work a deal out with the various theater chains to have it be, to have certain show times already pre-planned so that way they can do the pre-sales. You can't have pre-sales unless you have actual movie times to buy the damn tickets for. So hopefully everyone's with me so far. Then also, though, you have plenty of other films that are normally also in circulation as well. So normally what the booker will do is send it to a movie theater. Hey, here's what's going on. This movie, Captain Marvel, it needs to have 20 showtimes in any given day. Okay, so now that way the theater knows, okay, I need to at least have 20 showtimes for this movie. Let's say that's just the 2D version. Then they say you need to have 5 showtimes in 3D, 2 showtimes in IMAX. You see how it goes. Like, so every format gets a different number of showtimes that it needs to have. And that's just for one movie. Then let's say all of a sudden, oh, wait, you got Alita Battle Angels doing really well. And so therefore the studio is now saying, okay, yeah, we'll keep this movie here. All right. So the booker says, all right, they can get 2 showtimes for this movie because it's doing okay. It's not really doing that well. It'll get 2. So basically this happens for every single film at every single, you know, at every single theater. And then eventually when you have all these showtimes, the general manager or senior manager is there saying, okay, now I'm the one that has to figure out how to get the 20 showtimes for this movie. And then when everything's said and done, whichever one has the 1 or 2 showtimes that it's allowed for, that's the one that usually gets. That's why, you ever wondered why there's a movie that you haven't seen and you've waited like 4 weeks and then you want to go see it and then it's at that 9:30 showtime PM, and it's at
Yep.
that showtime. You're like, what in the hell? Why is it getting this showtime? It's because the person putting the damn schedule together is worried about trying to get the big films out of the way because it's got 20 slots to fill there and only one slot to fill somewhere else. And so therefore that 1-2 slot movie gets the worst showtimes out of the bunch because that's just how it works. It also depends on how many screens the movie theater has also. So basically this whole thing that's been going on is basically the fact that we're not going to know this. So the bookers sending this information don't send it until Monday late, which means they don't get scheduling movies until early Tuesday, which is why Tuesday afternoon, 4 o'clock was normally, at least at my theater, the time when the schedule for the next week would officially be out. That's when it would finally be out there for good. So for anyone that's living in a place where all you see right now is Captain Marvel, for me, it's Captain Marvel and Medea. So, you know, Medea's getting some love in the pre-sales here. But basically, as soon as Tuesday comes around, Tuesday evening, as late as Wednesday, because sometimes bookers are really, you know, having some issues with certain companies, with certain studios, and they get it in late, even later, get it in Tuesday afternoon. Well, then at that point, the guy has got to spend hours, because imagine that you're at a 20-screen megaplex, like my local theater, and then you are having to create like well over 100 different showtimes almost every single day for 12 different movies. And you're the one that has to figure out how to make sure every film is getting the number of showtimes that it needs to have.
Right, right.
Crazy.
And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's like, we just have to keep things in perspective. Look, there's a lot of reasons to be angry at Disney and Marvel, you know, and Brie Larson, but let's not lose perspective here. This is fake news. This is what this is. This is fake news. It's exactly what it is. And I know a lot of people, like, I was spammed so much with, and I say, and I don't mean it in a bad way because they were sending super chats, so I'm fine with it. But I mean, I got so many super chats last night where people were like, "Dude, have you heard about Fandango? They are literally like making it where you can't purchase Alita tickets." And I'm like, "Really? Like, okay, but is this normal? Is this normal? You know what I mean?" And
yeah, especially for Alita, because Alita, unfortunately, as I've covered in the box office video, is not doing well, at least in the United States. And so therefore, unfortunately, it's not going to get the best showtimes, if any showtimes, in a lot of markets, unfortunately. But yeah, I was getting this because a lot of people obviously follow SC Reviews, which is a great YouTube channel. And I wanted to make it very clear in my video, and I'll make it clear now. SC Reviews is an awesome dude with an awesome channel. So go support him. I am not throwing him under the bus here. What I was merely pointing out was because people kept coming to me, so I watched this video and I said, oh, he just doesn't know. Like, even himself, he says, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm just assuming based on this that, there must be something fishy. And based on everything that happened with Rotten Tomatoes, it's very easy for us to fall into that mindset of, this is Disney taking over. But because I know better, because I know from my own experience, I just had to make a video just correcting it. And he even responds saying, hey man, this makes a lot of sense to me. But obviously I haven't seen anything like this happen before. And I follow these things, in my local theater. I'm like, hey man, if this is still like this Wednesday of next week, like late Wednesday, then please let me know, because at that point there's something fishy going on. And,
right.
Because I don't know how foreign markets work, because there might be certain countries or certain theaters that work very different. But for the most part, you're not going to find out what's playing the next week until Tuesday or Wednesday the week.
Right.
So,
yeah, and SC is obviously I love SC. He's great, good people. Definitely a part of Geeks and Gamers. He's made several videos here on the channel, and so yeah. And I mean, look, I almost made a video about this, going, all right, mother effers, let's let them have it, But I just had to think about it more, and I'm like, all right, what is actually going on here? What exactly is the deal? So if we're going to assume that this is just like any other movie process, then Alita tickets will probably be available Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. So Tuesday afternoon, usually at the earliest. So basically, it really depends on when they get their, for bigger chains, they have a booker for them that like gets all that stuff to them. And then the general manager figures out the actual showtimes. So depending on how good that person is at their job or how fast they're able to do their job, that will determine when the theater is able to actually put showtimes in. And so basically it could be as early as, for my experience, as early as Tuesday around 4 p.m. That's when my theater would be finalized, or it could be until Wednesday at some point too. So Tuesday, Wednesday is when we'll be able to know. And knowing how many showtimes, you can also usually tell if a movie is going to still be there if it had a lot of showtimes the week before. Let's say you had a movie that had like 10 showtimes like every day. it's not likely just going to disappear. So for Alita, it had several showtimes. So at my theater, I'm probably going to have like 2, 3 left because it unfortunately wasn't selling very well at my theater, which is, again, the sad fact that we live in. But most people, I would imagine, will probably have at least one Alita showtime since it's only the 3rd week it's been out. But we'll see.
Okay. And so that's to kind of give some more clarification on that. That's all it is. I've reacted to news without getting the full context before. I've done that plenty of times. I'll probably continue to do it because that's just what we do, because we're humans. We're not robots. We're not NPCs. We don't have our upload every morning to give us the information we're supposed to repeat. We wake up, we look at everything, and we look at the nonsense going on, and we react to it. And this was one of those situations where I was just like, man, I don't know about this. I don't know what's going on here. So if you're just joining us, we're basically giving some clarification to the whole Fandango, Captain Marvel, Alita situation. People have been going crazy on social media, asking us to cover this. Josiah covered it here for Geeks and Gamers. And then Odin did a fantastic job over on Odin's movie blog, where I dropped his link just a little while ago for his channel. Go subscribe to him. And we basically are telling everybody, like, this is a non-story as of right now.
Yeah. And also, I want to make it clear, SC Reviews did not lie. He did not spin. Like, he took what he was seeing and tried to convey just a general, a thought process on it. Like, just like we speculate. A lot of what we do is speculate. We take the information in front of us and try to make, logical conclusions. So that's what he did. He said, oh, this is really weird. Why is this going on? I just need to point out. So Enough Said says, this Odin is a shill getting paid by Disney. Never seen this before. This is happening worldwide. Yeah, I'm a shill who just totally has been destroying Captain Marvel in almost every single video that I've been making. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a shill.
There's a good, if you're, and now if he's trolling, that's one thing, and that's fine. Yeah. But if you actually believe that, you are an SJW posing as a fan of Geeks and Gamers, because there's no possible way you could come to that conclusion if you've done the least bit of research about Odin. Has been going ham. Odin's been going ham on Disney, big time. Yep. And it's so funny. It's so funny.
Follow me on Twitter too, because I'm getting attacked every day by these Captain Marvel bots. So trust me, I'm anything. But no, it is something that wanted to be clarified because of the SCV. Like, the reason why I bring him up is because it was because of his video. You got bombarded with super chats. I got bombarded with just DMs on Twitter and being tagged on Twitter, and I was just like, what? No, guys, this is not how it works. This is not how any of this works. Stop tagging me. But then it just kept getting traction. I'm like, oh, okay, now a lot of people are starting to believe this. But again, I know that this is not the case in, again, most situations. So Odin sold out, says Carminado. Yeah, you're right.
Odin went for a heel turn, man. He went Marty Jannetty. He went Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, man. Death says, like, who cares how it works? Well, apparently you fucking do, because the goddamn title of the video is trying to talk about the controversy. So clearly you do, because you're fucking watching the video. Nobody forced you to watch the fucking video. So stop pulling your victim card. Who cares how it works? Clearly you fucking do, because you're watching the fucking video. All right.
Damn right, man.
Mira Jeremy says, bro, we need Anna and Ivan, hashtag Common Sense Crew. I know Anna's going to be going live a little bit later on her channel, and Ivan is probably busy with work. But
he's got a wall to build, man. I'm sorry. It's not going to build itself.
I will go ahead and announce this, though. The Helpful Mexican episode 1 will be releasing tomorrow. I am excited about this. The Helpful Mexican.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was a troll. I thought that y'all were just making these random videos and like teasing something that would never come.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very happy to find out that this is going to be real.
It's happening. It is happening. And so the Helpful Mexican will be premiering tomorrow, and we are very, very excited about that. All right. Jaegerbomb says, I'm thinking that skipping Endgame because Captain woke in her BS. Thanks to her, I'm okay with Thanos having a win and leaving it at that. That might be what it ends up happening. We just have to give Thanos the win, and we kind of just bury the MCU altogether. As sad as that sounds, man. As sad as that sounds. Free to talk. Odin, are you considering the Last Jedi theater contract?
What?
Do you remember the whole thing with, was it Quentin Tarantino? you know, with the whole contract and the agreement with The Last Jedi, or was it was either that or The Force Awakens. I can't remember. With the Hateful Eight, I believe there was some kind of agreement or contract that Disney had that Quentin Tarantino went the hell off about it.
No, like, I'm not gonna, like, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not going to deny the fact that Disney is probably going to try and shore up as many showtimes as possible for this. I mean, they're going to do the same thing for Endgame too. Like, that's the other thing too, is that we're like, oh, this is so. They're going to do the same exact thing for Endgame because guess what? Disney wants money. And Disney knows that they need to get this movie out to as many people as possible to make as much money as possible at the very end of it. So I think that making deals with certain theaters or certain markets is definitely still on the table, but not to the point of them, because everyone was showing me these screenshots of Fandango mostly, but also even of other theaters in other countries. And I'm like, this is just not how it normally works though. Again, like you like basically saying that what you're going to see is Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to see more movies show up for the next week because movie theater weeks aren't like our weeks. They don't start on Mondays. It is Wednesday to Tuesday, essentially, where that is when like the theater's week actually is. So,
right. And so basically what we're saying, though, all we're saying is this is standard operating procedure as of right now. People that have worked in theaters, and I actually do have a major contact here locally I could reach out to. I'm not going to bother them, but I mean, this is pretty much standard operating procedure. Now, if it gets to Wednesday and you can't order these Alita tickets, then it's a problem. And we're going to be the first ones to talk about it. But at this particular point in time, leading into a big budget movie like this is standard. That's all we're telling you.
And also too, guys, like I know that some people love to hold people exactly to their words, and they're gonna be like, it's Wednesday and it's still happening and it's still there. Again, it really depends on your theater too. Oh, what's going on, Josiah?
What's up? Hashtag 2 straight white males in the live stream.
Christian white males.
I just want to say we are working on getting more representation here. I felt like there was a lack of straight white Christian males here at Geeks and Gamers, and so I have taken it upon myself to be very brave. And it's taken a lot of bravery from me to make this happen. So I just want to say wamin to everyone. All right.
So empowered.
But yeah, man. So Josiah did a great job earlier on your video about this, and we were basically, talking about basically the same things you were, mentioning in your video. Josiah, have you been listening up to this point?
No, I just finished eating dinner, so.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on 2,000 subscribers.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Nice, very nice. And now, basically, so Odin was given the breakdown. You spoke with Ben, right? Yeah. Who did work at theater, or still works at one?
He just quit like a month ago or something.
Did he? All right, now this is a very important question. Okay, did he tell them to go fuck themselves when he quit? Because I need to know the answer.
No, I don't think so. That's
okay.
That's not really Ben's style.
Okay, all right, look, Josiah, you got a lot to learn, man. Okay, look, if basically we're live on the internet, okay, and if you could, like, when I toss you a story like that, you're like, yo, man, here's what happened, Jeremy. Okay, he went up to his boss and he says, yo, bitch, look, I'm tired of your bullshit. And I'm not putting up with it anymore. And he DDT'd him right there in the middle of the theater. And that would have been like amazing internet. Like people on the internet be like, oh man, they got to start sharing this. Some guy quit a movie theater and DDT'd his manager. This is the greatest thing ever. And you're like, no, man, he, gave him some gift cards and told him to have a great life. Like, no, Josiah, that's not going to get people to watch.
Well, it was a little bit more dramatic than him just, politely quitting. It was more like he went away from the job for a while because he was sick or something, and then when he came back, he found out that they gave his job to someone else, and so that's
DDT
kind of
worthy. I'm saying DDT worthy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. The Price is Right review says, off topic. I saw your Army Hammer video and I was livid. I normally poke fun at Bat lovers as I'm a Superman fanboy, but this was BS with Army Hammer. I'll jump to Batman's defense all day to keep SJW away from DC. Are you both familiar with the Army Hammer situation?
Yes.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
You don't know? Odin, have you not looked into this?
So because I heard about it, but the source was the one that I had a question about. Because was it from the Independent?
No, it wasn't from the Independent. This was it was legit. I mean, it was a legit story. Dude, Army Hammer is so crazy. He almost makes Brie Larson look normal. Okay, I'm not kidding. You want me to show you what he said? Let me show you what he said. This dude was talking about how white male privilege, like, is when he sits down. He says, and sometimes I don't catch myself doing it, but I will sit down and put my feet on the table, and that's my white male privilege. What?
Oh wait, I'm seeing it right now. It's people.com.
This dude is crazy, man.
Oh, he's in a Broadway show called Straight White Men.
This dude is insane. Like, Armie Hammer's nuts, and he is rumored to be the next Batman. He's rumored to be the next Batman. I don't need SJW Batman, okay? I really don't. Okay, as much as I was critical of Ben Affleck's Batman, please give me Ben Affleck's give me Clooney's Batman over an SJW Batman. Seriously. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, give me hell, I'll take Danny DeVito as Batman over Armie Hammer, okay? Oh my God, man. It's unbelievable. So let's see. Brian, Jeremy, invest in a bulletproof vest. Disney won't let you ruin their intellectual property. Stay safe, man. I will pray for your protection. Bring it on. Truth is, and swig of apple juice for the working man. And we got the Justice League right there. Yeah, swig of apple juice for the working man.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I would but right now, like, oh gosh, James Woods as Batman. Give me James Woods as Batman. Give me him showing up with a MAGA hat on and everything as Bruce Wayne. I would love that. That would be fantastic. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. If you're just joining us, we are talking about the Captain Marvel Fandango Alita controversy. Now, if you're not familiar with that, I don't know where you've been, because it has blown the internet up in the past 24 to 48 hours. And a lot of people have been talking about that you can't order Alita tickets on March the 8th, March the 9th, March the 10th, yada, yada, yada. And I was bombarded with these tweets and messages and super chats last night talking about it. And I said during my live stream, like, let's slow down. Let's figure this out, and let's see, what's going on, because there's just so many layers to this. And the point I made was like, hey, look, it's just like, you got to think about our perspective right now in this situation. Okay. We're actually looking at this through a different lens than we normally do when there's a big budget movie coming out. When a MCU movie comes out, we're not actually trying to book tickets for a movie that came out 4 weeks ago. We're actually trying to book tickets for the MCU movie. Now our perspective is completely shifted now. Yeah. So now it's like I said, you buy a new car, you drive that car around and you start seeing everybody. You're like, oh shit, everybody has this car. There's a lot of people have this car. They always had that car, but you're just noticing it now because you're looking at it through a different lens. So with this situation, I'll let you go, Josiah, like, what information did you find out?
Basically from what I've gathered is that movies that have like pre-sale tickets, you can get in advance like that. But then like movies obviously that have been out for a while, like Alita, you have to basically wait for the theater to update their schedule, which is usually in the same week of that upcoming weekend. So that's right. That's simply put just what it is. I mean, there's no way around it.
And before people start in, okay, saying we're shilling for Disney. All right, how about this? Hey, fuck Brie Larson, okay? I'm tired of this shit, okay? Fuck Captain Marvel. Fuck them all. Fuck them for their identity politics and all their bullshit. But just because they're pieces of shit and we're going to call them out for that, that doesn't mean we can't just sit there and go with fake news and fake controversy. We have to call things out for what they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, obviously we're all kind of, emotionally on edge with this movie right now and stuff, but we still have to have clear minds and think about the things through logical lenses. So
yeah, because that's what because my concern is that if we were going to run with this and we were going to make 1,000 videos about them doing this, and then it turned out again not to be true because that's just not how it works, then it makes the entire thing that we're doing look like completely wrong. Like we want to be based in facts and logic and reason, and if we do that, then everything that we can say can be backed up. And guess what? That brings more people onto the cause. That brings more people onto the side of saying, you know what? Maybe I won't go see this Marvel film. Maybe I won't actually go see this, generic, bland MCU film that's going to suck. that's maybe I'll go see Alita instead. I've seen a lot of Alita love in the chat because
we fully support that. We fully
absolutely
support that.
And that's why I've said this from the very beginning to all the people saying, "Oh, Odin's just a shill. He was bought and paid for by Disney. He's crossed over." I'm still the guy that's planning on buying a ticket to go see Alita on the day, but going to see Captain Marvel so that way I can actually give you all a review on it. But don't worry, my money is still going to Alita instead. And I'm praying the only way that won't happen is if my theater does not allow, or rather, if the booker does not think that Alita is going to make enough money to be able to deserve to be in that, in screens anymore. So
right. Because we are in a culture war. We definitely are. Yeah. And does anybody know what the most important thing is with the culture war? Does anybody know what in the chat, anybody know what the single most important thing is within the culture war? Please let me know. The first person that says what the most important thing is, I will read it, and I'll give you a shout out if I can pronounce your name. What is the single most important thing in the culture?
Don't worry,
war?
I'm here, Jeremy, so I can help you in your pronunciation. So,
smiling, but there he goes. Enough said. Facts.
Yep.
Dude, he was the one that called me out. Well, he was the one that called me out. Don't you shout out enough said. I hope he was just trolling when he called me out, but.
Facts are the most important thing. And like the great Ben Shapiro says, facts don't care about your feelings. And
can you say that one more time, Jeremy? A little bit louder. Can you say that one more time, just a little bit louder?
Facts don't care about your feelings.
There we go.
And it is the single most important thing.
No, my feelings.
Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Simple request from a simple man. Every time you smash the melee button, an SJW cries. So just keep that in mind right there. All right. Nicholas says, I don't know about you, but I have high hopes for Star Wars Episode 9. I hope it's hot and steamy. I hope it's a hot and steamy erotic film about a sand trooper and a dewback. Starring Ryan Johnson as the sand trooper and Kathleen Kennedy as the. I don't know what I'm not gonna say that word again. What does that word mean?
Hold on, let's see if I can find it.
I don't know what that word means.
Sand trooper and Kathleen Kennedy as the dewback. I don't know what that is either.
I don't know what that is. So I'm not going to say it again in case it's something I'm not supposed to say. I have no idea what that means.
It's the things that, how George Lucas added the digitally remastered thing that the...
Oh, in the Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it's the one that's... No. It's the one that they're writing. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I was just making sure I wasn't getting trolled.
Let me get the screen share going.
Yeah, it's the lizard thingy. The lizard thingy that was added on Tatooine. Yeah. Okay.
You guys don't want to know what I was thinking when I heard dewback.
Yeah.
Don't worry, not dirty. Confirmation. We care about facts here. Okay. Dewback, not dirty.
Hey, okay, look, everybody's like, you guys don't know that? Okay, I'm not Star Wars Explained. I don't pre-read fucking Wikipedia before I answer your questions, okay? If I don't know the fucking answer to a question, I'll tell you I don't know the answer to the question. If you want pre-screened Wikipedia answers, go over to Star Wars fucking Explained. That shit ain't happening here. All right.
Like you need to brush up on your facts, Jeremy.
Let me go pre-read Wikipedia and then let me make a very carefully edited video to show myself to look very smart.
I'm Jeremy. I think you should take off that Star Wars hat. I don't think you know as much about Star Wars as you think that
you do.
Oh, man.
How do you not know what a dewback is? I mean, come on. It's only the most common thing ever.
Anyway, Nicholas, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Christopher1775, shout out to Odin. Good to see Faith in the house. Thanks to Geeks and Gamers for hosting. Thanks so much. And also to Josiah. I bring the toxicity here. I mean, these are good Christian males right here. They've got good morals, good beliefs.
I'm very faithful. I'm clinging to a cross right now as we're talking. So.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, let's see here. The Price is Right review. Hey, Josiah, I saw your Jedi Brie Larson video, and all I can say is you done messed up, AA Ron. You done messed up, AA Ron.
Did you guys hear about that? About Brie Larson wanting to be a Jedi?
I did. Yep.
I'm not taking it seriously. I think that I think any actor who got a chance to play around with someone else's lightsaber, yeah, take that where you want to take it, would probably feel empowered to say, oh man, that should be awesome.
I mean, Brie Larson, I mean, you know, Samuel Jackson's black, so he's not straight and white and all that, so you never know.
True.
I mean,
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
It's
And if
very
Brian
true.
Young wants it, I mean, God,
Oh
you gotta
boy.
get it right.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
oh my, that guy is quite the toy boy, I'll tell you what.
It's terrible. Mark Hod says, thanks for staying level-headed, guys. I sure didn't, but at least I have you guys for a sanity check. Well, thank you. We're not always level-headed. We will make mistakes. We will overreact because we're humans. You know, we're not pre-programmed, you know, YouTube bots like some of these channels that
I'm almost
don't
as
seem to
stupid as
think.
Jeremy. Not quite,
Almost,
but almost.
not yeah, almost. I mean, I'm from Alabama, so I kind of, I've got a cousin up on him. I mean, a leg up on him. And so, all right. Hi, all. Let's see. I would love Alex Jones's Batman. Oh my God, Alex Jones's Batman would be the greatest thing ever.
Did you see clips from his interview with Joe Rogan? Oh my God,
Dude.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. Every time I watch that video, I cannot stop laughing because of the way he says it.
I love it, dude. Alex Jones is the most entertaining person on the planet. Like, damn you, YouTube and Twitter and Facebook for taking this entertainment from us. Like, this guy is so damn entertaining, and he's nuts, and I love it. Alex Jones for Batman. Who's with me? Dude, that movie would make 1.5 billion easily. Like,
They're gonna turn Gotham City gay.
Oh, God damn it. That's so good. That's so good. All right. It's a Base Productions. At the 8-minute, 53-second mark in my new video, Rotten Tomatoes Falls to the Dark Side, I feature a pick I took of Star Wars Episode 4 score down to 85. I mean, 9 score down to 85% after being live for one day. You said lice for one day, but live for one day. Then Rotten Tomatoes changes format. Keep up the good work. So does it still? So is it? I'm curious because I'm getting so many different reports. Some people are telling me that the fan score is still up there if you go directly to certain settings on the Rotten Tomatoes site. You know, so you know.
Yeah, what's interesting is that they are, because I think this goes in line with the press release that they had, that they are not going to have audience scores up for the foreseeable future because they've got 2 movies out this weekend called Greta, which you cannot leave a score for. So even though it's been released, you cannot leave a score for it. So it sounds like they're, and also Tyler Perry's Medea Funeral, can't leave a score for it. So it looks like they're leaving that temporarily, because even in their video, even in their press release, they said this is a temporary measure, which is when I knew, oh, why is it temporary? Oh, wait, that's right. What's coming? What could possibly be coming out over the next 2 weeks? Oh, wait, that's right. Captain Marvel. Oh, God.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, so it's interesting. Let's see. Viper69 says that my Alita showing had a Shazam trailer and the room was filled with giggling and laughing. And then they showed Captain Marvel trailer, which resulted in silence. Yes.
Nice.
I mean, I cannot wait to see what happens with this movie. I really can't. Like, I'm blown away. I'm fascinated by all of this. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. This whole situation, this has been the craziest thing I've ever seen. You know, the Ghostbusters 2016 kind of had similar elements going on, but it never had the platform that the MCU clearly has. And, you know, coming off of Infinity War, going into Endgame, this is the movie that's kind of smashed between it. And it's just, you know, and I know we had Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it's just kind of wild, man, that we've found ourselves in this position, and it just gets worse every single day, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And also the parallels to Solo are just so staggering. And I would say the only reason why I think this is going to do better than Solo is because Solo came out after The Last Jedi. I mean, it came out after a crappy movie 5 months after, while Captain Marvel is coming out after Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was generally well received. And previous to that, Infinity War, which was incredibly received. So it's going to be interesting to see. And anyone that says that they know exactly how much this movie is going to make at this point, just, I'm sorry, but they don't. Like, this is unknown territory we're walking into. And I cannot wait until those Thursday numbers come in, because that to me will tell us very clearly early on, okay, this is doing X, X amount compared to other films. And then when that opening weekend comes in, my eyes aren't on the domestic total. My eyes are on China, because I want to see if China is going to reject this film. Because if that happens, oh boy, can't do much without China. So
Right, that'll be big. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, we've got fascinating 7 days to go. And I just want to make it crystal clear to everybody crying about too many Captain Marvel videos. The next week of your life is going to be a fucking living hell, because we are going to post the fuck out of these videos, and we're going to keep posting them, because there's more stories that I can't even keep up with all the stories surrounding Captain Marvel, and our following wants to see it. Yep. So I know in the NPC world, the SJW world, you don't actually listen to your fans. You don't actually listen to your supporters. You actually just, act like they don't exist. But we actually listen to the people that support us, and we give them what they want. And we're going to continue to just pound away at these topics, because it's a never-ending cycle right now. Over 1,000 viewers. Thank you all for joining us. If you're just joining us, what we're talking about. First of all, smash the melee button if you don't mind. Simple request from a simple man. And then if it came from Josiah or Odin, that would be a spiritual request from a religious man, because those guys are both
one prayer.
Every time you press the like button, an angel gets its wings. This is fact. So.
But I did take it upon myself. I was looking around at the Geeks and Gamers, and I said, you know what? We need more representation here. We need more straight white males here on the staff, and so that's what we have. But okay, what we're talking about is this insane Fandango, Captain Marvel, Alita controversy. This thing has gotten so much traction, and ultimately, I'm going to simplify it really quick. The reason I've brought Josiah and Odin on is because, well, Odin has worked in the movie theaters before. He understands how the process is. Josiah did a great video for the Geeks and Gamers channel talking about this situation, and ultimately, what it comes down to is this. Like I said when I was asked on my live stream about this constantly, are we sure this isn't the standard procedure for all movies? Because you have to think about it that we're looking at this through a completely different lens right now. Usually when an MCU movie comes out, or a DCEU movie, or a Star Wars movie, or a highly anticipated movie in general comes out, our eyes are focused on that movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor Ragnarok, whatever, Guardians of the Galaxy. We're all like, okay, I'm ready to go see that movie. We're not trying to buy tickets for a movie that came out 4 weeks ago. We're never doing that. So we're not, we've never really looked at it through this lens. So now we're going, F Captain Marvel, F Brie Larson. We're not interested in this. We don't care about this. So we want to go retroactively let's go back and get tickets for this movie. But we've never actually done that before. Now that we're seeing those tickets aren't available. So instinctively we're like, oh shit, they're silencing us again. And there's plenty of good reason to believe that. But once you start peeling the layers of the onion back just a little bit, you realize that this is standard operating procedure for all movies like this. Odin said, as did Josiah in both their videos, that if we get to Wednesday and we're still dealing with no tickets for Alita to be available, then that's a problem. So do you want to touch upon what I just said, Odin?
Yeah, so basically we're going to that Alita point. So if Alita showtimes, let's say that if you're in a situation where there are movies that have been released, so now there are more options other than Captain Marvel, but Alita is not there, then it's going to be most likely the situation that the movie was not making enough money in the market where your theater is, and therefore it was not seen as being potentially viable. It was not worth what the studio would have to pay, essentially, to have the theater host that film. Based on the fact that people weren't buying tickets for it. So if that happens, that is likely the situation as to why Alita might not be there. Now, if there are no movies other than Captain Marvel at your theater by Wednesday, by late Wednesday, that's going to be the point where you're going to be like, something's fishy going on here. But also keep this in mind. How many screens does your theater have? Because if your theater only has 1 or 2 screens, well, then, you're probably only going to have Captain Marvel, because I'm sorry, if you only have 2 screens, you're going to show the movie that's brand new that people are actually going to like, in any other movie situation, we would say, oh, that everyone's going to go see. And this one, who knows? I hope not.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the end of the day, 7 p.m. showings for me, for the theater near me, my theater, the Dolby showing for the 7 p.m. show is almost sold out. So people are going to go see it. Like that, to me, I know that this movie is going to make some money. How much, though, I think is the big, giant question mark. And is it going to be profitable? I think probably. it's an MCU film. I just I don't think there's enough there to really say it's not going to be profitable. But if it makes sub 500 mil or 550, that's not going to look good for it at all.
Yeah. Anything to add, Josiah?
I mean, and if we do get to the point next Wednesday where there still aren't any updated show times for that weekend, then we definitely will cover that. So
absolutely,
yeah.
All right, so where we at? It's a Face Productions. Typos from my thumb typing. Sorry, no problem, man. No problem. I knew what you were saying. The Sci-Fi Dragon. Did you hear the news a few weeks ago that Bumblebee 2018 is officially a reboot of the Transformers franchise? What's your take on that? Is that true?
I did not hear that.
I did not hear about that.
I did not hear that. All right, let me repeat that one more time. The Sci-Fi Dragon says, did you hear the news a few weeks ago that Bumblebee 2018 is officially a reboot of the Transformers franchise? What is your take on that? I have not heard that. For the record, I very much enjoyed Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was really good. It's my second favorite Transformers movie, which isn't saying a lot, but I very much enjoy the first Transformers movie that we got back in 2007, I think. I've hated every other Transformers movie. I hate them with passion, but Bumblebee was really good. All right,
Hasbro. So comicbook.com, apparently from Hasbro, Bumblebee officially confirmed to reboot the Transformers movies, the franchise. The announcement came at the New York Toy Fair 2019 on Saturday, with Hasbro officially declaring the film as a new storytelling universe, which I find interesting, seeing that they're still using the same voice actors, at least for a couple of the characters. But it also makes sense because they changed some of the designs to be more accurate to the comics as well. I just hope that they are able to get everything back on track, because technically this film did make its money back. However, it wasn't pretty. I mean, it only made 459 million worldwide, which means it made a profit, but not much.
I know they're still they're moving forward with a sequel to Bumblebee though, so that's cool.
It made enough to be able to justify it for sure. It's profitable.
Sure.
So that's
it's probably going to be kind of more like a soft reboot than an actual hard reboot. So.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, I'm actually happy about that. That's actually a positive as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely.
As someone like I said,
but
not for you. Oh, that's right. You didn't like it. You didn't like it.
See, we don't all just agree on everything together.
Hey, come on.
Differences. The reason why, though, it really comes down to one thing: the writing sucked, and the writing is not surprising, because the person that wrote the film has just look at her track record, and you'll understand why I'm sorry, that swan dive at the very end. I just no. Now
wait. Now is this a part where I say, "Hey man, I respect your opinion," or am I supposed to call you a toxic male who hates any movie with a female lead? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I'm so confused.
Or no, I'm just a shill. Because this wasn't made by Disney. I mean, because I'm just hating this film because it wasn't made by Disney. I only love films made by Disney. So.
Oh God. But yeah, and I did. I definitely was a fan of that movie. I greatly enjoyed it. I obviously respect Odin's opinion on everything, except for Christopher Nolan.
Hey, I like Christopher Nolan. I just think that you very much overrate one movie that he made.
What do you think of Dunkirk, Josiah?
It was okay.
This is what happens when you bring bunch of fucking Christians on your channel. Why don't you go pray to your man in the sky? Go pray to your sky man. I'm messing with you. Hey, we got people in the chat.
Theater experience, but that's pretty much all I can say about it. So it was all right.
Yeah, you go watch Transformers 3. Go get your explosions. All right.
No, hell no.
All right. Swear to me. All right.
If they added Transformers to Dunkirk, it probably would have been a better movie. Though.
I want to see a Michael Bay cut of Dunkirk. That's what I want to see. Come on. Bunch of scantily clad women and explosions. That's what I want to see in Dunkirk. Historically accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Hyal says, "Shut up, guys. You're here to be pretty, not your facts." See, objectifying me once again, and objectifying the Christian males, which goes against their belief systems. They're clinging to their crosses right now. You have totally terrified them at the thought of them being objectified.
Someone in the chat earlier called me a neckbeard. And I just want to say I'm very offended by that. You don't know what I go through on a daily basis.
Can we get some likes for some prayers for Odin? That'd be good.
Yeah,
Praise for the neckbeard, please. Praise for the neckbeard. Let's hear that.
All right. Let's see. Gene. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Where are we at? Okay, the Price is Right review. Batman Alex Jones. Oh, hell no. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We definitely need a Batman Alex Jones. Christopher 1775. Sorry, didn't mean to leave out Josiah. Swig of apple juice for the Christian Geek set. I like it. Swig of apple juice for the Christian Geeks. That's what I'm talking about. I will do an update on the story. Give me just a minute, guys, because I see we have people joining in. Gene the Machine. The only good Captain Marvel to watch is Death Battle. Android 18 versus Captain Marvel. Well, it definitely won't be the one releasing on March the 8th. And thank you for the super chat. Dimogenai. What's up, Dimogenai? How you doing, my friend? Hey, bro, check out my breakdown of the Captain Marvel and Rotten Tomatoes. Will do. Go check out Dimogenai's channel. Great channel, great guy. We really appreciate him. Frank Black. If Captain Marvel defeats Thanos, I'm so done with the MCU. I'm almost so done with the MCU right now. Yeah, right now. Let's see. Leon Ember says, totally support your idea of a new unbiased platform for rating media. Got some things in the works on geeksandgamers.com. Gonna take some time. And me and my team are butting heads a lot because my webmaster is a very, very stubborn person, and we are butting heads a lot. But that's what I like. I like it when we, I like it when I can, have discussions with my people about ideas and we really hash it out like grown ass men. That's who I like to deal with that. I don't like people going, oh, yes, Jeremy. Yes, Jeremy. Like Stuart. Wasn't that Stuart from Mad TV? No. Like, I can't stand when motherfuckers back off of me. Don't fucking back off of me. Hold your fucking ground, okay? Be a fucking man. That's all I'm asking. All right. And my webmaster definitely does that. Me and him go round and round a lot. All right. But we're working on some ideas for the site. Let's see, where are we at? Aiden Vickery says, if you search Rotten Tomatoes MCU and scroll down, you see the percentage. Okay, I need to look into that. All right, so we got over 1,000 people watching. We need to check out, oh, look at there. Anna's in the chat. What's up, Anna? How are you? We need to kind of establish what we're talking about here. So we're talking about the Captain Marvel Fandango Alita controversy. Now, what I've said many times when I try to run through this really quick, I know some of you, there's like probably 30% of you are like, give me a fucking update. And then the other 70%, shut the fuck up, Jeremy. I've already heard you say this. I get it. It's a balancing act. So the Captain Marvel Fandango Alita controversy, we've heard a lot of people complaining that they can't buy tickets for Alita on March the 8th, yada, yada, yada. You can't buy them for March 9th, March 10th. And they say it's, a conspiracy against Alita to elevate Captain Marvel. I said on my live stream last night, we need to start thinking about this. We need to start, take a step back. Understand the context of what's going on here. We've never dealt with this before. We've never looked at this from this perspective. Every time a big budget movie comes out, an MCU movie, a DC movie, a Star Wars movie, we are looking forward to that movie. So we're trying to buy tickets for those movies. We've never actually went back 4 weeks prior and said, no, fuck that movie. I want to go see this movie from 4 weeks ago. We've never done that. So now we need to make sure that this is not standard. It turns out it is standard. This is kind of a standard procedure for big budget movies. And when another movie's been in the theater for several weeks and it's not making a lot of money, they don't really post those times until they get close to the release date of the big movie. This is what's happening. We brought Odin on mainly because I need more white Christian males on the channel. I'm basically just using him for views. Josiah's just always been at Geeks and Gamers, and I can't get rid of him, so I just keep him around too. It inflates my ego a lot, and so that's kind of why they're here. And you can't, you can't get mad at me because, I'm helping Christian people, and unfortunately, they don't worship the true Lord, which is Christopher Nolan. They continue to pray to their little fake sky man, but that's their problem, not mine. Okay.
Also, Anna, that Star Wars girl who is so hot right now, Oh my gosh. Seriously though, she's awesome.
You know what they're going to interpret for you saying that she's so hot right now, and I know you caught that as soon as you said it. So 41,000 subs this month, people. Okay.
I know. And she knows what I meant. She knows what I meant by that. She caught my reference. But anyway, she says, I called my local theaters and they said they haven't gotten their theater schedules yet. Exactly. Yeah. Again, they'll get them Tuesday, Wednesday, or rather they'll get it Monday, but the schedule will be out Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you will be able to see any movie other than Captain Marvel, unless you live next to a one-screen theater, in which case you're screwed. Sorry.
Okay. So thank you. Thank you for that information. Okay. The K-Man says, shout out to you guys for keeping the humor going. Really needed that. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Soul Agree says, Odin is my version of Rotten Tomatoes. He has earned my trust, and I have Jeremy and his crew hero. That's a hashtag, capital H, capital E, dash lowercase R-O, because hero, just like in Shrek 2, hero, baby.
Sexist.
All right. Shrek 2, by the way. Shout out to Shrek 2 for being amazing, because it is amazing.
Yes.
Klein Dropper says, gotta support Alita this weekend so it keeps the good theater count next weekend. Same here. If you, if you are here, you should be supporting Alita, because Alita is amazing.
And that's actually a good point, because I totally forgot it's this weekend. Like, I just, like, my week has just been flowing by. So yeah, guys, if Alita is playing near you right now, if you want to have a good chance of it playing next weekend, go out and support it, or at least share it with other people and say, hey guys, go see it, because if more people go see it this weekend, it has a much higher chance of sticking around next weekend. So
that's right. That's right. Death Metal Dave says, hell above average. Hell above average Jeremy. All right. I'm getting hell for that one. Jason, your live feed is being hidden. It's no longer in my suggested list. That's not good information, actually. So sorry about that. Make sure your bell, the bell is rung. Open127883 messaged me earlier and said that this bell had been unrung for all of the channels he watches live streams on, which is crazy. You know what I mean? So it's happening, and it's not just me, but it's happening. Arturus77 said, "Oh, this is all right, guys. We cannot be putting hate speech in super chats. I'm going to read this one out of respect, but we can't be putting hate speech in the super chat." Achurus says, Dunkirk was boring as shit. You guys just take the fucking show over. Nobody wants me here.
Well, as we have just proven, Jeremy cannot handle the facts. And thank you very much for sharing the facts. Obviously, Jeremy's feelings are more important to him than the facts themselves. And as his toxic white maleness, he doesn't know what I'm saying. As his toxic white maleness calms down, he's going to realize that facts matter and not his feelings. And he has just shown us very clearly that he thinks feelings matter more than facts. So thank you very much for that super chat and for just being honest, because that is what we do here. And oh wait, the white male's back. What's going on? How's it going?
Anna says it was in my list, then I refreshed and it wasn't in my suggested list. Wow. What the hell, man? What the hell?
Then she also just said,
no. We're not going to read that.
Yeah, Anna.
We're not read that.
Thank you, Anna. Dunkirk is boring.
Anna walking up in here like Vince, because she got all the subs now. She's like,
guys, I am going to have to bounce. There's another live stream I'm supposed to be a part of, so I'm going to have to take off. So,
plug it, buddy. Plug it. Where you going?
Oh yeah, let me do that real quick. If you guys want to, you can check out my channel. Let me grab the link real quick here.
And I will be on the Senate tonight. I know that, Anna. You know I'm messing with you. But I will be on the Senate tonight on the Sith Kryptonians channel. So that will be in an hour and a half from now. Go ahead, Josiah.
Yeah, so let's see here. Go ahead and crap. I have so many tabs pulled up right now. Holy crap.
Somebody said Jeremy is so used to having those big headphones around his neck, he's forgotten he can use them. These are my Bluetooth. These are Bluetooth headphones.
Why do you have them around your neck right now? You're not using them.
Because if I get a phone call, they're hooked to my phone.
All right. There's my channel if you guys want to check it out. Dunkirk is not that good. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.
Is there any Muslims that want to work at Geeks and Gamers? Because the Christians aren't working out. So, all right.
Jesus saves. Jesus saves.
All right.
Dunkirk is very overrated.
All right. Sean Alexander. Sean Alexander from the University of Alabama. Former Seattle Seahawk? Maybe. Although you spell your name differently than Sean Alexander does. Let's try and get PewDiePie involved. He isn't a Marvel fan and would love this story. Get his followers to support Alita, and we could make history as the biggest underdog turnaround ever. That would be great. And PewDiePie is not a fan of Marvel. It would be great if Pewds got a hold of this story with what's going on with the Captain Marvel marketing and kind of plugged Alita. That would be amazing. So maybe he'll get wind of it.
If you want to bomb a movie, get PewDiePie to say it.
Yeah, I heard that. Christopher 1775. Christopher Nolan equals one of the greatest ever. Christopher 1775 is a very intelligent person. Very intelligent person.
Mhm.
Krista Joe says, isn't it sad we expect the media, government, etc. to lie rather than be honest? While it's good to have to research ourselves, it's also frustrating. Yes, Krista Joe, you are 100% correct. I mean, at this point, we don't expect the government or the media to tell us the truth. We just don't.
Mhm.
We really don't. And that's the sad reality of where we're at. You know what I mean? All right. Where in the hell? NPC 5150, Russian spy troll bots in the house. What up, Russian spy troll bots in the hizzy? All right. Where are we at? Andrew Main says, glad to be here. Glad to be able to financially support the channel again. Had to buy a new truck when my motor seized and had some medical bills to pay. No problem, my friend. Glad to have you back. Glad you got your vehicle situation straightened out, and we appreciate the support. Party Almsavy, hot song take, Union rewrite of Dixie over Dixie. Union rewrite of Dixie over Dixie. I'll have to check out the rewrite. The Shia do. Neckbeard comments to people with good beards, jealous of no beards. Oh, okay. Neckbeard comments to people with good beards equals jealous of no beards. Odin likes that one.
Yes,
Odin
I do.
Likes this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I approve of that comment.
Where are we at? Hi All says Alex Jones versus Clown Work Elves, the movie or comic. Alex Jones versus literally anybody is a home run. It is. Jeremy is not a secret shill for Christopher Nolan. Jeremy is a outspoken shill for Christopher Nolan.
No secrets at all.
No secrets here. But yeah, Alex Jones versus anybody. Like, Alex Jones is just entertaining. He just is, man. Death Metal Dave, I heard they're doing a female Zorro. Really? Oh, and called her Horo.
Oh, boy.
Charles Fowler says, why hasn't it been brought up at the first Captain Marvel was black? With all of Bree's virtue signaling, why hasn't it brought up that she is whitewashing the character? Because they don't care about the things that they claim they care about. You know, I've talked about this over and over again. They don't care. Like, normal people. Like, I wouldn't sit here. Like, what it is like normal people like me, you know, like Odin, like Josiah, like Anna, like all of you in the chat. We don't care about race and gender. We don't think about it. We don't wake up in the morning going, oh my God, I wonder how many minorities got a job today. I wonder how many minorities are going to be at the Starbucks. I wonder what the representation is. They don't care. Like, they don't really care about these things, and we don't either, but they act like they care about them because they are so insecure about themselves. It's called projection. This is why we call it projection, because they're taking their insecurities, they're taking their own guilt, and they're projecting it onto other people, you know, because they are biased. They do have racial tendencies, and instead of taking ownership in that, they project it onto you to make themselves feel better about themselves. That is what they do. But Brie Larson doesn't care about this stuff. Brie Larson is all about Brie Larson. And Brie Larson wants you to she wants to treat you, or she wants to use us to make you think she's a good person when she's not. Same with Rian Johnson. When Rian Johnson said that we need less white dudes directing Star Wars, literally after signing on to direct 3 more Star Wars movies as a white male. That's all you need to know about Rian Johnson. You know what I mean? He doesn't believe what he says. None of these people do. Normal people don't think about these things. Normal people just go on about their lives, and they want to see movies without any political or propaganda tools. They want to see movies that honor the characters, honor the mythology, but they don't want to be preached to about any politics. It doesn't matter what side of the fence we're on. I don't want to see pro-Trump bullshit in my Star Wars movies. I don't want to see anti-Trump. I don't want to see any of the real world politics in my movies. And Odin probably feels exactly the same.
I indeed do. And also, I don't need a rich, overpaid white woman telling me, oh, that movie wasn't made for you, like she did with A Wrinkle in Time, and like she probably will do again for this movie when we start talking about it. I don't care about what a bunch of white men have to say about this movie. It's not made for them. Okay, yeah, good luck with that. Let that be your marketing ploy. It's not made for you. Okay, good luck with that. Seriously.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah, good question. For sure. Force Ghost Jeremy, happy birthday next week. Mine's the day after yours. Oh, what was the one Star Wars toy you wanted but never got? Mine was the Return of the Jedi Imperial Shuttle. I always wanted that Imperial Shuttle for sure. Actually, it was the AT-AT Walker, which I have now, but I didn't have as a kid. I've got it now, but it's kind of a dated one, and I have it up on my shelf now. I'll show you guys really quick. Odin, take over.
I'm gonna pretend like I just said something really amazing and profound, and I want everyone to be like, "Oh my God, yes, yes, Odin. I totally agree with you, Odin." Just so that Jeremy thinks so. Hey, Jeremy, how's it going?
I know you're talking about me. So I always wanted one of these as a kid, and I never did. But I found this one at a thrift store, and it's awesome. So, and I mean the Walker was the best thing ever.
Sorry, I just said something really awesome while you were gone, and the chat is just lighting up right now, and it's great. As you can see, look at that. Look at that.
You know what? You're going to need a lot of prayers after this is over, okay? You're going to need a lot of prayers, okay?
Thanks
what
to the
did
chat.
You say?
Much love to the chat.
What did you say, you
Oh,
fucker?
you'll just never know. You'll just never know.
God damn it. Anyway, all right. Whatever you said, holy shit.
Yes.
I have not seen the chat light up like that since hell, I don't know when. That's the last time I've seen it like that. That's crazy though. Look at them. They're going. Whatever you said.
Man. You're welcome, man.
Anna said she missed it too. So I don't know what you said, but they are going crazy. Oh man.
Yes. Become an Asgardian. Embrace it. Yes.
Look at that. My God, they're still going. All right. Let's see. Oh, and Force Ghost Jeremy, thank you for the early birthday wish. I really appreciate that, buddy. All right. The price. Oh, shit, where'd it go? The Price is Right review. Continue the Alita challenge. Got my ticket. Right on, brother. Right on. 21 Viceroy says, can I get some context to the Christian joke meme thing? You guys hate Christians or something? Chill question, not hating, genuinely confused here. Okay. No. I'm not religious per se. I have my own beliefs, but I don't really talk about them. Odin is a Christian. Josiah is a Christian. And what we're trying to do is show people that you don't have to get so caught up on like being centered. Or you don't have to be in the echo chamber. You know what I mean? Like we have different beliefs. And right now it seems like there's this anti-Christian narrative out there. And so I'm kind of making a shot at them, not the guys that are Christians, and we're just having fun with it. We're just owning it. It's just like me. I say I'm from Alabama, and I make a joke that maybe my parents are cousins. I'm not sure, and I'm lucky to be here. And I'm lucky not to have 4 eyes. You know, it's just a joke. It's being self-aware is basically what it is. Just like with the helpful Mexican that you're going to see tomorrow. It's all about self-awareness and making fun of each other. This is how I am, and I'm glad that I've been surrounded by people that, you know, are like this. I would love to tell you, maybe one day on geeksandgamers.com when we get like a video system working over there, I would never tell you some of the jokes I've said to my coworkers back in the day when I worked in retail because they're really bad, and I would probably get kicked off of YouTube if I repeated any of them. But I like offensive jokes. That's all I'm saying. And luckily, I'm surrounded with people that are not thin-skinned and they can roll with the punches, and they throw it right back at me. I don't know what Odin said, but he said something that was probably something I'll appreciate. So
I'll go back and watch it because it'll indeed change your life. But Bjorn, no, Bjorn. Don't tell him. Thank you.
No, don't tell me. Let it be a surprise. And where are we at? Hi, All says the one true God is Morgan Freeman. Sorry, fact. Facts don't care about your feelings. It's true. It is true. It is true. Spider-Man, not Bug Boy. Dunkirk was done in the first 10 minutes. Damn, a lot of savagery going on about Dunkirk. Feeling a little insecure right now. I'm only going to be on here for about another 5 or 10 minutes, guys, because I've got the Senate tonight over on Sith Kryptonian's channel. He just hit 1,000 subs, by the way. Sith Kryptonian. I don't know if Odin, if you could get a link for his channel so we could drop that in the chat, please. But Sith Kryptonian dropped. He hit 1,000 subs today, and he has been asking me to be on the channel over on their Senate channel. I'll probably be on there for about an hour and a half. I think Proper Jeremy will be over there and some of the other guys. Looking forward to that, and should be a good time. All right. Mark C. Watch The Darkest Hour and then Dunkirk. Unless you're Jeremy with his soy pants, you'll find the cure for insomnia. Poor Mark
the soy pants.
Let's see. Was that it, Anna? Is that the link she dropped?
I just dropped it.
Okay. Thank you both. It looks like both of you did, so thank you both. So please subscribe to Sith Kryptonian and join us tonight. Should be fun. All right. Justin Rojas says, "Hey Jeremy, imagine if the roles were reversed for Brie Larson's situation and a white male was saying all that nonsense about white females. Oh God, you know it would be a nightmare. Like, dude, Henry Cavill just said like, he's scared to flirt with women because of the Me Too, and they went off on him. Like they went off on him because he said that.
Yep.
Like it's when Superman can't talk about flirting with women, we're in a crazy lunatic world, man. It's crazy. So I agree with you. Mega Jetty, thoughts on X-Men Dark Phoenix? Play Resident Evil 2 remake. I have not seen the Dark Phoenix trailer. I don't really watch trailers unless I'm doing a reaction for the channel, and I haven't done a reaction for that. And I have not played the Resident Evil 2 remake, but I'm a big fan of Resident Evil, but primarily Resident Evil 1 and 4 are my favorites. I did like 2 back in the day. So I do want to play it, but again, I just don't have a lot of time to play video games. That's my problem. Death Metal Dave, Odin's beard huge. Does he use? Okay, Odin's beard is huge. You didn't put is in there, but Odin's beard is huge. Does he use it for shoplifting?
Yes, sometimes, but don't tell anyone. All right, dangerous times, guys. Dangerous times. Us neck beards are a wanted, dead or alive. So
Steven Glasker, I'm not a white male, but I'm sure Captain Woke and the SJWs will find me toxic. Glad to be on board. Glad to have you here, my friend, and thank you for the super chat. Mark C. Odin, I'm in Baton Rouge, LA or Louisiana, and I'd love to get together sometime. There you go.
Hey man, just let me know when you're in town, and would love to do some kind of meetup, man.
All right, so this is a good time for me to bring this up again. I talked about this last night on live stream. So the car videos are getting an insane amount of attention. And I put this in context. Like the Saga Ends is now got about 60,000 views. That was 2 trips to LA, a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of creativity, a lot of passion goes into that, a lot of money. 60,000 views. I did a car video yesterday, 3 minutes long, 65,000 views. And the car videos, people freak the fuck out over these car videos. Okay, so I am going to officially make car videos a thing here on the Geeks and Gamers channel and on my personal channel. And I'm going to make it kind of like meme review, where it's going to be a thing where I meet up with people, I hang out with them, we drive around, we do videos in my car, because I love driving, and it's just going to be a thing. And can you imagine at Star Wars Celebration, me and EVS cruising in the 300ZX doing a car video? Come on. And, Anna's here in the chat. And I mean, me and her have talked about this, but we've never gotten the request for anything than we got for the Drive-In Miss Anna videos. My God, those things, like, people freaking loved those so much. And mainly because she's very mean to me in those videos. She screams at me a lot. I get nervous. I ran a red light one time, and she was really, really mad at me for that. But yeah, man. So car videos are going to become a thing here. And, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. So where can you find that car video? It was a few days ago. Shit. Let me see if I can find it real quick before we wrap this up. Because I don't remember the title of it. I really don't.
Anna wants to remind you that you almost hit somebody. And I also want to say, as someone who was watching a lot of those streams, I was worried for her safety with you behind the wheel.
Okay, first of all, it's not my fault, okay?
Your toxicity and your maleness and your white male privilege, it blinded you to the traffic on the road so that you almost hit somebody. You need to check your privilege and you need to open your eyes.
I am a phenomenal driver, and I can't help it that crazy person was just running around. It was raining, and people freak the fuck out in California when it rains. Oh, my God. They act like the world is coming to an end when it rains in California because it never rains in California. It never rains. So they act like the world is coming to an end over there. It's like they act like SJWs when Trump got elected. That's how they act out there when it rains. They act crazy. But I am a phenomenal driver.
No, I'm speaking for Anna. No, he's not. He's a crazy driver. And I stand by what I saw on the video.
You know who else has been called crazy before?
Who?
George Lucas. Okay. So anyway.
Yeah, you know what else has been called crazy? Charles Manson. But I don't hear you connected yourself to him.
Free to talk. Disney will control 40% of the U.S. box office after the Fox deal. Fact. I'm surprised they're not at 40% yet. Let's see. Two in a Canoe says, support Alita. This is an awesome movie with female lead done right, not offending anyone. Rosa Salazar did a great job. Much more likable than this white woman. Are we sexist after liking Alita? Of course we are. I know George Lucas created Star Wars, but if you look at the way George Lucas created Star Wars and how he blazed his own trail, and he basically went against common sense in the industry is what I'm saying. And common sense within the industry, he went against all the rules. He broke all the rules. He did everything his way, and he was called crazy for it. And that is why he was so successful, because he was called crazy.
That's not
everybody.
That's not
called
a
him
metric
crazy.
for success, because just because you're called crazy in life doesn't mean that it's gonna always work out.
Okay,
he was someone where it happened to work out because it was one of those brilliant crazy ideas that paid off.
Not normal.
Unlike your driving, good. Which is not that.
How do you know? You never ridden with me?
Because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes.
If I'm such a bad driver, why have I had no wrecks?
I've seen
never
the
had a
fear.
wreck.
I've seen
never
the
had a
fear in people's eyes.
Huh?
I've seen the
I created Geeks and Gamers, damn it. I created Geeks and Gamers. And you know, I've been called crazy for a long time because I was working dead-end jobs to try to build Geeks and Gamers. I am basically George Lucas. Thank you very much. Give me a plaid shirt. Shit, I've already got a picnic table.
Are you
saying
on you're
anyway.
The George Lucas of driving?
I'm the George Lucas of Geeks and Gamers. All right. Okay. All right. 21 Viceroy, thanks for the context and getting me in the loop. Also, keep up the savage jokes. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do here. Let's see. It's a Base Productions. Jeremy and the High Council inspired me to start doing what I am now. Thank you for keeping it up. Also, It's Always Sunny in Alderaan Part 2 is now on my channel. Shameless self-promotion, but keep it up. That's It's a Base Productions, and go check out It's Always Sunny in Alderaan Part 2. That's what's up. Demon Lord 19. Let's see. If you were given control of everything Star Wars and Marvel, what would you do first? Okay, that's a big question. The first thing I would do is fire Kathleen Kennedy. Fire Kathleen Kennedy and anybody that Kathleen Kennedy brought into the Lucasfilm fold. I would fire everybody. I would call George Lucas up. I would beg him. I would say, George, I am going to absolutely strike the sequel trilogy from canon. Can you please give me the sequel trilogy that Kathleen Kennedy threw away? And can you please come back and show us the ways? Can you please do that? That's what I would do. And then we would bring people that George saw fit. I wouldn't give the company back, or I would offer it back to George, but he wouldn't take it because he's kind of done with that. But would you help us correct the mistakes of Kathleen Kennedy? That's what I would do. With Marvel, I would simply just fire Brie Larson, and I would act like Captain Marvel never existed, and we would just continue to move on our merry way because the MCU's been pretty great.
Yeah, 20 films, 10 years, everything's been fine. And also, going back to the Star Wars thing, Josie made a very good point saying, bring in the Timothy Zahn trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
I would not, Anna. I would not hire Nolan. I've said many times, I don't necessarily want Nolan involved with the Star Wars universe. I've said that from the start because it's not a good fit. Nolan is good. Like, Nolan would be better for Star Trek, to be honest with you, than Star Wars. Nolan doesn't have that, as great as he is as a director, he doesn't have that kind of, I don't know, man, that Guardians of the Galaxy original trilogy kind of, chemistry with the characters. It's kind of like lighthearted, but there's also some emotion to it. You know what I mean? And it just like, you can point to Interstellar with like TARS and the interactions, but it was so heavy-handed. You know what I mean? Like, Interstellar is so heavy-handed compared to Star Wars. I just don't think Nolan's a good fit. I really don't.
She's calling. Yeah, so you would have Nolan direct the Thrawn trilogy and do it like The Dark Knight.
She's actually right. All right, never mind.
Oh,
she's actually right. She's actually right.
She knows you better than you know yourself.
Yeah, she's right. She's right. All right. Can we get a flex emoji for Anna, because she just flexed and she won. Flex emojis for Anna in the chat. I want to see him flying. Flying those flex emojis right now. Let's do it. All right. Aiden Vickery says, Dunkirk made me feel like I was there. I have family members that were, but it's all cool. See, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Nolan knows how. Nolan knows exactly how to give you an authentic feel of that situation. Look at those flex emojis going. Good Lord. All right. Where are we at? The Price is Right review. Want a car video? Go Muscles 1970 Chevelle SS. Look, man, I love me some old school muscle cars. I've owned Camaros, Mustangs, but my favorite car is the Z32 300ZX 1990 to 1996. Those are my favorite cars, and I love them. And but I love muscle cars too. Nicholas says, you live in Florida, right? You should do videos on the Redfish, Bluefish ride at Universal Studios. In fact, Ivan, Ortega, and myself are going to be at Universal Studios next month, I think it's next month. So be on the lookout for that. And Soul Agree is a new member. Thank you, Soul Agree, for being a new member. I know we set that up on the channel. I don't know what exactly it means. I know that it's I think you have to pay like $5 or something like that. But
basically, they get access to a bunch of special stuff.
And so thank you for that. You now remind me that I have to work on that. So you will be hearing from me very soon, no doubt. Let's see. Anime Night 1992. My loot anime unboxing video might offend NPCs due to Alita featured in it. Haha. Welcome the attack by them. Keep up the awesome videos, Jeremy. Thank you. I appreciate that. What's up, Mecharenum42? Congratulations on all of your success. You're kicking ass and taking names, so keep it up. And so that's going to wrap it up, guys. We're caught up on super chats. Don't send any more super chats, please. And again, buy tickets to Alita. That's what you need to do when they're available. Buy tickets to Alita. Even if you're not going to go, just buy it. Buy matinees. Buy something. Buy anything. The Price is Right says, let's see, PSH muscle beats import all day. Just saying. Hey, man, you want to line them up? Because I've been offered a trade for my 300 for another 300. And trust me, you don't want to line up. If I make this deal, you don't want to line up next to the 300 that I'm getting. You just don't, okay? Because your feelings will be hurt, okay? Your pride, I will make your penis smaller than John Campia's. That's how much I'm gonna hurt you, okay? It's going to take all of your manhood away. That's what's going to happen right there. So
going back to Alita,
I'm just so tired of Campia's shit talking. Like, dude, John Campia, say my fucking name, dude. Okay, say my fucking name. We all know who you're talking about. Say my fucking name. Either own it or shut the fuck up about it, because we all know who you're talking about, dude. Okay, you can continue to act like you don't know who I am, but we know who you're talking about. You're scared to death. You really are. This passive aggressive bullshit has to stop. Either say my name, huh?
I said, you're like a Velveteen Dream right now.
I'm just saying, say my fucking name or shut your fucking mouth. That's it, John. Because don't forget, I was the guy at Star Wars Celebration just about a year and a half ago. It told you straight up, you're going to know my name. And that was back when I had like 500 subs. And now my channel gets more views than yours. My Social Blade ranking is higher than yours. And I'm about to pass you in subs. And all you want to do is continue to virtue signal and talk about how much you respect women. But all you did was hired a bunch of hot pieces of ass when you were at AMC and Collider. And Clark Wolf is on record talking about how you specifically hired a hotter chick than her because the chick was hotter. Clark was more qualified. You hired the hot piece of ass. But you want to talk about respecting women? Fuck you. All right. There we go.
Yeah, and also go back, just about John Campia. So John Campia, for those that don't know, he's the soy boy beta who ran away from Twitter because he couldn't take the heat to his safe space of freaking Instagram. Because guess what? He's safe. He's protected. People can't share his stuff there. They can't make fun of him there. And it's, oh my God, read his comment section on his freaking Instagram. It is disgusting.
And he shuts off his live stream comments sometimes if it gets too on his after the fact live videos. Pathetic, man. Just
why?
pathetic.
He doesn't even read them, apparently. From what I've been told, he doesn't even read them. So
it's ridiculous. But anyway, all right, look, I got an hour and then I'm going to be on the Sith Kryptonians live stream. I believe Anna is going live a little bit later with her, P.O. Box unboxings. You going to go live anytime tonight, Odin?
I'm going to see what the wife's up to and see what's going on there, because someone did invite me. I may have actually been invited to the same Senate stream that you were, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't confirm. So
All
if
right.
I'm on there with you, I'll be on there with you. But
Sweet. I look forward to it, buddy.
Yeah.
So thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. The channel has been on fire lately. We're hitting record numbers for us, which is unbelievable. Numbers I thought was never possible. And, everything that's going on with Mecha Random. I had Nerdrotic on the live stream last night. I love Nerdrotic. He's probably watching right now. Every time I mention his name, he's like, dude. Like last night, I said, dude, I love Nerdrotic, and he private messaged me. He's like, love you too, bro. I'm like, damn it, dude, are you watching? So Odin's kicking ass. Odin, you're almost up to 14,000 views. Josiah hit 2,000. Jesse Milestone just crossed 20,000. World Clash just hit 100,000. I pointed out that Robot Head, someone we don't talk about enough, Robot Head, okay? You can all talk about how great Jeremy is. Oh, yeah, 120,000. Robot Head has made 11 videos, and he's got 93,000 subs, okay? Talk about quality over quantity. Holy crap. But there's just so many cool people. And what's good about this entire community of people, we have so many different perspectives and different takes. We have different talents. Obviously, the Anna is on a roll that none of us has ever been on. I've never seen growth like she's dealing with within our circle of what we have going on. She will be at 100,000 subs in no time at all. She's amazing. She's phenomenal. And it's just good, man. It's good to be around really creative and smart people and passionate people that continue to motivate me, continue to motivate each other, and, be thankful for each other, be happy for each other. Just because we're being successful, there's no jealousy, there's no envy. It's just, it's a good fucking feeling to be surrounded with cool people. So do you want to say a prayer for all those F-bombs I just dropped? Odin.
I really do, but Salas, I think, puts it best when he says, isn't Odin not your hot piece of ass? Hypocrite.
Me?
Yeah, I'm your hot piece of ass, and so you're a hypocrite. And you're right. Thank you, Salas. I appreciate that. Amen. Amen. Amen.
I'm sorry. I've been exposed. You finally found me out. This is why I brought Odin onto the channel. It was all because basically I couldn't. Jason Momoa was a little too expensive, but Odin I could afford. And I'm like, well, it's close enough in looks. Close enough in looks, so might as well get Odin. He's a little bit cheaper, and he brings the same sex appeal as Jason Momoa, so it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, to the guy that's been told, every stream now I have someone say, hey, you kind of look like Quentin Tarantino. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's a good thing, but thank you.
Dude, I get the most crazy things like, okay, obviously the hair, everybody's like Justin Timberlake hair. Then they say Ron Howard. Then they say Will Ferrell. Then they say Ryan Felipe. And then they say Opie. And then I just get the John Cena with my hat. And I'm like, maybe from here up, but definitely not here down on the John Cena stuff.
No, at least you have hair. He's losing his.
It's true. That's true. But yeah, so it's crazy. But anyway, you should hear Umbrella Guy right now, F-Bomb City. Umbrella Guy is another great one. I love Umbrella Guy. He's a good guy. He had him I met him on EVS's stream. So anyway, okay, guys. Let's see, Odin, at least you don't get compared to porn stars.
Oh, Anna, no.
Isn't Jason Momoa basically a porn star at this point? Like, most women did not go to see Aquaman for the story. They just didn't. All right, again, 1 hour, Sith Kryptonian. Check it out. Maybe Odin will be there. If not, at least I'll be there. I know Odin is he's just the piece of meat that you guys are going to want to tune in for. I'm sorry. Basically, like in 50 First Dates, it's sorry, I'm not better looking, so
it's okay.
But,
not everyone can be as beautiful as I am, and that's totally fine, man. See, I need people like you to make me look even better.
Damn.
So
damn.
Yeah.
All right. The Grand Inquisitor is Jeremy. Go check out Declan Black, please. I watched this video earlier where he was talking about Mundane Matt. Very good video. I like Declan Black. Winning Jeremy says, stay on my ass. God damn it. Oh, shit. All right. You guys have a great night. I will see you in about an hour. Thank you for all the support. For Odin, for Anna, for Josiah, for everybody in the chat. Have a great day. Good luck to everybody, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.